And we are, wait for it, back. We have returned, and already I see we have somebody in chat. Ah, hello, it's you. I kept calling you Quan last time you were here. Now, it appears that my understanding of numbers to letters, I believe elite speak is what they call it. No, the kids these days, is terribly behind, but Quantum Jack, that's what it is. I understand now. The 7 is a T. Yes, rambling, yes. Quan is perfectly acceptable. Perfect, good. I'm going to stick with that because it's so much shorter. Oh, before I answer your question, that right there, of course, was Bloody Tears / Monster Dance from the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate reorchestration of some Castlevania tunes. Figured it'd be a fitting one to go with. But to answer your question, yes, I'm pretty sure it was Super Mario RPG is when you first stopped by the stream. I think I was either in the process of finishing it, or it was during the whole slugfest against the bonus boss, Culex, is when you stopped by. Pretty sure that's what it was. Eternal Darkness, now that's a game that I've never played, but I've heard really good things about. So that might be something I have to dive into at some point or another. You know, when I get the chance. I've got quite a bit of other things on deck, but Eternal Darkness is your favorite horror game. Now see, yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Eternal Darkness, about how it's a very specifically mind-screwy, legitimately creepy game. That was on the GameCube, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was the GameCube. I never did own it. Like, the GameCube was one of those systems that I really thoroughly enjoyed the games that we did have for it, but we had so very few, if I remember correctly. Like, I played the shit out of the Resident Evil remake, Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 4. We had those. Twilight Princess, loved that. We never did have Super Mario Sunshine, and that was the big Mario game on that system, wasn't it? I honestly can't remember most of the... I think we had one of the Harvest Moons, too, on that, but I can't remember what... I can't remember what games we had for that system. Whenever I get the chance to go back home again, I'm gonna have to see if I can dig it out, but that might not be for another few months yet. In any case, Quan, thank you for stopping by. We are going to dive back into some Castlevania Circle of the Moon. Now, I started doing this, oh god, I think it was almost 2 months ago now. Because at that point, I thought I had enough time on Sunday to double up on Retro Sunday games, and then I realized, no, I really do not. So I went back to just focus on Super Mario RPG and get that out of the way. And now that it is, we can go back to Circle of the Moon, which is going to be interesting because I remember being horribly lost last time I was playing that. Yeah, Eternal Darkness does strike me as the kind of game that it's more entertaining to watch somebody play it for the first time, as opposed to, you know, someone who's an old hat at it. A number of horror games are like that. I really wish that I streamed... There was this one horror game that I played on the PS4 a couple of years ago, Until Dawn, it's called. And I really enjoyed that game, but it's not really one that's got a lot of replay value because of the specific way that the story lays out. Like, the twists that are in that don't really have the same effect if you already know they're coming. Though I did actually guess what the monster in that game was before they even appeared, which is just because I'm really into folklore, so there's that. I feel like Amnesia: The Dark Descent is another game that is really entertaining, but only if it's someone who hasn't played it before. Now, I do own that game, and I've played a bit of it. I never did get very far in it, though. Wait, what's that? People who play it via emulation, though, get a great experience. The graphics scale with the machine, so it looks a lot smoother on a modern computer. Really? Huh. I didn't know that. See, funnily enough, it's usually the other way around. Like, it's a real chore to try to get it to look halfway decent on a computer if you're playing it via emulation. But if it scales with the computer itself, that's pretty neat. I don't know, this is one I might actually have to look into. I don't know if my computer is powerful enough to be able to pull off an emulation of that scale yet, but I've been thinking about buying a new processor. That's one of the major things I need to get to, you know, upgrade, shall we say. Anyway, without further ado, let's dive on over to our lovely Game Boy. And head over to our... Yeah, there we go. And let's load up Circle the Moon and see if I can remember precisely where the hell I was when I last left off. I think I had just killed the Necromancer. I forgot how loud this game is. Yeah, I just killed the Necromancer, and I don't 100% recall where the hell I'm supposed to be going next. Oh god, now I gotta remember the controls. Yeah, that's the map. I think the machine tower might be the next place I have to go. I just can't remember where the hell I fought the Necromancer. I think I might have been over there, in the left-hand side. Oh, you skipped the Game Boy Advance? Huh. Now see, that's a shame, because the Game Boy Advance was one hell of a system. I've gone on record several times saying that the Game Boy Advance is probably one of my most favorite systems of all time, which is saying something. Although probably the main reason why I like the Game Boy Advance so much is because it perfectly emulates what is my favorite system of all time, which is of course the Super Nintendo. It's basically having a tiny Super Nintendo in your pocket. And I had so many ports of so many games I loved, and I had so many new games too that captured the same feel, and it was great. Like, there's one game that I streamed ages ago for the SNES called Blackthorn. It was an action RPG kind of game that Blizzard... Wait, was it Blizzard? Yes, it was Blizzard. It was an action RPG game that Blizzard made, like, before they hit it big with Warcraft and stuff like that. And it was really good. And for whatever reason, they ported Blackthorn to the Game Boy Advance, and I loved every minute of it. Because it's not the kind of game that one would think of, right? Like, even when you think of, well, when you think of the Super Nintendo in general, but when you think of Blizzard specifically, it seems a bit odd that that is a game that they would do anything with again. Oh yeah, the Mega Man Zero games, those were on the GBA, weren't they? I never did play them, surprisingly. As much as I like Mega Man, a friend of mine, good friend of mine, he's a much bigger Mega Man fan, and Mega Man nut. And he's played practically every game in the series. Like, one thing that he would do for fun when we were younger is that he would just play Mega Man 2 specifically, you know, one of the ones that's considered one of the hardest games in the series. He would play it just for shits to see how fast he could finish it. I don't think he ever hit speedrun levels, but he could finish it within an hour, no trouble at all. No, this isn't the way I need to go. This leads out to the... what do you call it? The main entrance. Perhaps I need to go up. Yeah, while I did enjoy the Mega Man games, I was never as good at them as he was. And as I've been getting older, I suppose my reaction time is nowhere near good enough for certain games anymore. Or at the very least, not good enough to be super good at them. Castlevania is a good example of that, as a matter of fact, because I used to play the shit out of Super Castlevania 4, and I got really good at it. But, as proven the last time I attempted to stream that, my skill has degraded severely. Although even as a kid, or even when I was younger and actually good at the game, I was never all that great at dealing with death. I always used to cheese that fight. Hey, this isn't right. Is it? I suppose one good thing about getting lost is this is a Metroidvania style game, so... Wait. But this is it, this is where I need to go. I haven't been this way before. Doy. Oh, you got the collection on the DS a while back? Yeah, I think I've got the Mega Man collection on Steam, actually. And I tried playing, at least for the first half of the series. And I tried playing it, and I kept getting my ass kicked 6 ways from Sunday. It was not great. And this is someone who was never great at the Mega Man games in the first place. Especially the originals. I was halfway decent at the SNES ones and the ones that were on the PlayStation, but after that, or before that, I should say. Oy. Not good. Not good at all. I'm always wary of buying remakes, too, of certain games, because sometimes they'll come off really good. Like, the best, most extreme recent example I can think of course, is the remake of Link's Awakening for the Switch. That was fantastic. But I trust Nintendo to pull something like that off, because they redo it from top to bottom, of course. An example of one that goes the other way, of course, would be... what was it? Oh yeah. There's a quote-unquote remake of Final Fantasy VI that I bought off of Steam. I didn't realize until after I bought it that it was a Steam port of a crappy iOS Final Fantasy VI remake. It's playable, but it's not as good as the Super Nintendo version. Oh yeah, they got a Zero collection too, do they? Alright, yeah, makes sense. What's this way? Oh, this probably leads down that way again. Well, let's see what's here. That's actually a shortcut. Well, not a shortcut, but I can't do anything with that right now, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I don't have the ability for it. Dash boots, double tackle, yeah. I need some kind of... something to pop me up! Need to make myself wicked strong. Jonathan becomes strong like bull. That is this character's name, right? Jonathan? No, it's Nathan. No, Jonathan was the character in Portrait of Ruin, the DS one. Which I played a lot of a while ago and nearly finished, and then I stopped playing it for some reason. Yeah, Joe Nathan, not too far off. It's not Jonathan, it's Joe Nathan. I dig the tune in this place. Of course, unless I miss my guess, this is probably going to be a area that has the friggin' Medusa heads. Somewhere, anyway. Oh, there they are. Well. I was gonna say ask and you shall receive, but I don't want that. Let's go this way. Yes, also related to Nathan E.L. Well, Hebrew names are on the same root, you raise a good point. Whoosh. Oh crap, nope. I've been noticing my controller is so touchy that I keep accidentally using the sub-weapon when I don't mean to. Oh, that's it. I feel like I don't use the sub-weapons as much as I should in this game anyway. I didn't realize that. The more you know. You're quite the font of interesting knowledge there, Quan. Which is pretty cool, honestly. The origins of names are usually pretty interesting, to be honest. Know a little bit about a lot of things. Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty similar in a lot of regards, in that case. Well, that didn't work. I'm shocked that's the first time they hit me. There we go, throwing this glowing cross will help me. No, it won't. Oh, save room. Good. I might need that. Save thyself, Nathan. Yikes. Well, let's see if I can double jump from here. Damn it! Okay, let's go the long way around. See, this game's not quite as horrible as people thought it was when it was first released, but, it's pretty stiff in terms of control. Because I played through a little bit of Symphony of the Night not too long ago, because I recently picked up a tiny PlayStation. Not like the PlayStation Mini that they released, which is actually kind of crappy, but a legitimate small PlayStation. I was there. I was there! So I might start streaming some more PlayStation titles when I manage to get the right equipment to do so. I'm almost there, I think I just need an adapter. I did have a cable for my capture card that should have been good enough to do it, but my cat ate it, so... Oh. Would have liked to have kept that. Oh, hi, Red Lady! Ow. Worth it! Hey, what you doing, buddy? Yeah, you shoot the Medusa head. Do me a favor. Ah, cotton robe. Delicious robe. Lowers my strength a bit, but it ups everything else. Do-do-do. You know what? It's probably worth it. Bam. Hole! Nathan jumps and he goes, hole! I think I'd like to explore that rest of this room. No, I'll keep the axe. But yeah, no, the past couple of days, I can't really go up there yet. Past couple of days, we've basically binge-watched the 3rd season of Netflix's Castlevania show, and I gotta say, it was pretty good. I don't 100% know if I liked it better than the 2nd season, but that might be largely because Dracula doesn't really have much to do with the 3rd season. But as far as video game adaptations go, it's probably one of the better ones. Not that I know that that's not exactly a high bar to pass, but... Shit, there's another room down there I missed. Damn it! No, I don't want to watch. No, I don't want to be turned into stone. Okay, this is it here. Cool. What was that? Good news, more people are playing board games online. Bad news, so many more people that they're crashing the online board game servers. I feel like that's a fairly common thread these days. Well, that's like I just mentioned that I was watching a lot of Netflix lately and stuff like that. It seems like there are so many people availing themselves of streaming services that bandwidth is starting to act real crazy. I haven't noticed much issue myself, maybe it's just because of my internet provider, but, like, I think Bell Alliance might be one that's been having a lot of issues, or at the very least they've kinda lessened the quality of stuff. How am I supposed to get back up? I guess I need to wait for these two to line up better. Like that! Smashy, smashy! Okay. We fully explored. Time to leave. That's like, I know Twitch has been getting pretty overloaded lately too, because there's just been so many people watching streams. I would prefer not to have the holy water, thank you. But here we are. Ah, the Medusa head dropped something. Whatever, we'll do with that. Go this way. Actually, let's not. I can't squeeze through there. I'm not Alucard. I can't turn into a bat. I can burn. It's down here anyway. Yeah, no, the newest season of Castlevania was pretty good. The thing that I like is that it doesn't really directly adapt any of the game's stories, but it has just enough similarities that it's very distinctly Castlevania. Like, the first two seasons kinda followed the plot of the third game, for the most part, but they added stuff from later games and, like, rearranged certain things, and it was neat. I enjoyed it. It's like, there's a lot of stuff they introduced from Curse of Darkness, because of course Curse of Darkness canonically takes place around shortly after, Dracula's Curse, I think, was the name of the third game. Like, for example, Hector and Isaac, the Forge Masters. And Count Saint Germain appears as a main character in the third season, which is interesting because he's a bit of an odd duck. Is Alucard your dear sweet boy in this game? No, alas, he is not. Although this game does take place immediately after, well, doesn't take place. This game was the one released immediately after Symphony of the Night, the game where Alucard was the main playable character. It doesn't take everything from that game, but it does, you know, use the same basic structure that that game did. Yes, we only accept, even ducks here, no odd ducks. Oh crap! I know, nothing wrong with an odd duck every now and then, I guess. They quack backwards. That's what odd ducks do. Yes, unless you are partial to prime ducks. Tell me, what is the square root of duck? Is there another door down here that I missed? It seems like there is. Huh. Oh yeah, right there. Save room! 4 webbed feet. Yes, the mathematical duck. The mathematical improbability of duck. Crap. Oh well, I mean, you know, I could do that. Oh, you won't get me today, fiery lady. I stand corrected. Ah. Double jump. No, please. Alright. Yeah, like I was saying, Count Saint Germain appears as a main character in the 3rd season of Castlevania. And he's a guy who appears... I think he showed up in one other game. I think it might have been that weird fighting game they did. Crap. But he appears as a sort of boss in the Curse of Darkness game where you play as Hector. And he's like some sort of bizarre time-traveling immortal. I don't know about the time-traveling part, but he does claim to be immortal in the animated series, so... Fun fact, he's based off of a real guy who people assume was immortal, which I believe might be, speaking of ducks, quackery, but it's an interesting story nonetheless. Yeah, he's a Time Lord, there you go. It's probably a good way to look at it. He doesn't do much in the way of time travel in the show, but in Curse of Darkness he does kind of phase in and out of time. People believe Saint Germain is a Time Lord? Kind of. Is there something over in that top corner I'm missing, I wonder? Okay. But yeah, there's a lot of people who believe, crap, Saint Germain is like some sort of mystical entity who's been around since, Christ, I don't know, sometime like 1000 BC or something like that. I don't know, some wickedly long time ago. There's also a lot of people who assume that Nicolas Cage is Count Germain, which is, you know... I mean, Nicolas Cage is pretty mystical, but I don't know if he's immortal. Ethan's Wild Stony Ride. Was this worth it? I don't know, let's find out. Oh! Oh, I don't like you. Fire Whip, inflicted damage increases by 25%. Whip with Thorns. Yeah, let's try that. Ow. I don't know that that did anything. I may die if I'm not careful. Yeah, I hate that they don't directly tell you what these things do until after the effect takes place. Now let's use that. I do know of the cheat that I can use cards I don't have yet, but I feel like I'll just stick with this for now. I mean, it was real nice to get myself nearly murderized to get some more hurts that I never use, but, you know, it's good. It's good. Ah! Clearly I was paying attention to the wrong enemy. And again! Okay, let's make a detour to the save room. After I run headlong into this fox. Yes, back to your point about Saint Germain being a Time Lord. I don't recall him ever actually showing up in a TARDIS in Curse of Darkness, but you never know, there might be one just off screen. No, there's a few things I'm actually kind of sad about. Oh, crap. I'm actually kind of sad about the Castlevania TV show. Well, really one major one. Is like, Dracula's most ardent supporter is not there. And that would be Death. Death does not make an appearance in the show at any point. Like, the closest to him would be a lot of his traits have been mushed together with the other Forge Master in Curse of Darkness, Isaac. Oh, hello! What are you? I don't like you. Oh, I really don't like you. Oh, excuse me while I walk headlong into a thunderbolt. Whew. Now, you raise a good point. If the chameleon circuit is working, then yeah, we're not going to notice if Saint Germain's TARDIS is nearby or not. Whoosh! Whoosh! But the funny thing, though, about Death not being in the Castlevania Netflix show is that there's two characters who do, well, like I said, Isaac has a lot of Death's characteristics, and he even kinda looks like the human appearance that Death takes in Curse of Darkness. But there's another character who's the headman of this town that Trevor and Sypha go to, and he looks like a dead ringer for Zaid, I think the character's name is, in Curse of Darkness. Basically, it's Death's, human guise. He's not Death, though. Sadly. He's an interesting character, to say the least, but he's not Death. This Saint Germain figure you've sent me on a Wikipedia binge about is quite confusing. Yes, Quan, I know. There's been a lot of things said about Saint Germain, and a lot of it is, I mean, not to disparage anybody's beliefs or anything, but kind of ridiculous. Because, I mean, I love a good crazy theory about an immortal as much as the next man, but they say that, like, the official canon for people who believe in this guy, they say he's been everyone from Joseph of Nazareth to, or was it Arimathea? No, Nazareth. Jesus' old man. Like, they assume he's been everyone from him to Sir Francis Bacon to, oh god, who else? Christopher Columbus, that's another one. Yes, the Count of Saint Germain is typically, like he is a count of this, you know, duchy or whatever the hell it is. But, like, there was a definitive man who did go by that name, who did live and die. But anyone who really fully believes in this guy is like, oh no, he just pretended he was dead, or he's been reincarnated, or what have you. It's a fascinating thing to read about. It's very convoluted and confusing. He's certainly a very interesting quasi-historical figure if ever you wanted to use one for a story or a video game, like Konami did for Castlevania. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, as far as believing weird theories go, I don't know that the Saint Germain one is particularly dangerous, so as long as they're not hurting anybody, I say, hey, you know what? If you want to believe in this immortal wise man, have at it. Damn. Honestly, I find it intriguing because what he probably was this incredibly savvy con man, which is impressive in its own right. Oh god, rocks! Yes, when the biography of an immortal starts with a presumed death date, it kind of stretches things a bit. You could say that again. Ah, crap, I forgot about this guy. Now, it's been a while since I played this, but I am remembering now one of the things I hate about it, and that's basically everything. Because while Symphony of the Night had, like, a store, there was a librarian you could talk to buy and sell stuff, and drops were fairly consistent. In this game, drops are completely by chance. And you can't sell any of the extra gear that you have, because money and commerce does not exist in this game. So you can't get items that way. And the drops are exceedingly rare and bizarre. Because they don't even really give you a compendium to know what monster drops what. So you could be attacking things till you're blue in the face and you'll never know when a creature is going to drop something important, if ever. And some of the best spells in the game, those cards that I'm using, they're exceedingly rare to get, and there's certain monsters that only show up like once or twice in the game. So you have to keep going back and farming them. But you'll never know. You'll never know which one drops which unless you look up a guide for it. Oh, no you don't. Flame Maiden. You can, though. Die, damn you. I should have run jumped. Oh, the other thing I should note that I really liked about the newest season of Castlevania is that a lot of the monsters from the series do appear in it. They're not explicitly named, but a lot of the creatures that, especially Isaac, for example, has following him around, they look exactly like monsters that appear in the games, which is nice. For example, everybody's favorite, the fire-breathing merman that show up in practically every one of these games. He's got one of those palling around with him. It's great. Ow. Power up! Let's see what's in here first. Oh, cool. The thing that I'm going to need. Oh boy, I have a card. Pick a card, any card. What about the cockatrice card? See what that does. Whatever that does, it's not an attack thing. Maybe it's a defense thing. Just let myself get hit. Oh wait. Is this the one I think it is? Gains experience points from walking. I was just about to say that there's a card set up in this game that lets you do that. So this one might actually be a fairly decent one to just have active. Because it doesn't look like it drains my hit points all that much. Yeah, exactly right. You can go down one hell of a rabbit hole if you start following the Saint Germain thing. But yeah, you look up stuff about this guy, and it's really easy to see why they would include him in Castlevania series. Oh, I can actually petrify folk with this. Neat. Okay, so this seems like a pretty handy one to have. I'll probably keep this one equipped for now, though it looks like it only applies if I walk, not run, so... Ah! Nowhere near close enough. So if I want the extra experience points, then Nathan just needs to power walk and not dash. Then maybe burn a little. Burning is good. Castle is, you know, drafty. I mean, I suppose when you put it that way, Quan, you raise a good point. My view on such matters are, as always, it's like, you know what, if you're not hurting anybody, you can believe whatever you want. I ain't one to be judging folk. Hello, Rolls. Welcome to the stream. How's you getting on, as they say around here? Crap. Oh, I'm kind of in bad shape. Maybe I should switch to another DS card. Although, if I use the stone one, it's probably not going to do much to him. Oh well. Had your first successful LADX stream earlier? Okay. Forgive my ignorance, but I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about. Oh, Link's Awakening! Yes, okay, there we oh, yeah. Oh boy. Why did I not know what that was? Oh yeah, because you said you were going to be doing that, didn't you? How did that go after? Like, did you get everything set up decent for it? You didn't have any, like, weird technical issues, did you? Because I know when I first was attempting to do stuff like that, man, it was rough. It was rough. Especially since I had to learn most of it myself. Oh, cool. Alright, see, that's the thing, right? It's always nice whenever, like, you're streaming, right? And people will drop by and give you some helpful advice. Like, I try to give as much advice as I possibly can, but the way I usually operate is that I'll just bash my head against a thing until it works, or works well enough that I can go with it. It's like somebody was in the stream the other day when I was doing Red Dead, I think, and they had a lot of questions about, like, the graphics and stuff I use, and I make them all myself. Oh no, I was caught on fire. I make them all myself, and, like, I am not a great graphic designer or artist, but I know a lot about how it's done, so yeah, I'm just not a very good teacher overall. But no, I'm glad it worked out for you. I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to follow you and see if I can actually catch any of your streams. All depending on when you do them, I might not have much of an opportunity, but I can watch the VOD at least. I do love me some Link's Awakening, so... Ah! Yeah, this is actually going kind of badly. I need to, boom! Ah yes, the penguins. See, that's the thing, right? Is like, I don't draw anywhere near as much as I used to, but I am so used to drawing penguins for random reasons that it just comes as second nature to me. And I mean, I figured penguins were a good one to go with for me because, I mean, people quite often associate with me with penguins anyway because I've been very vocal about how much I love the adorable little bastards. And they're just really easy to draw. Oh, someone asks you for your tech setups on your stream, your response will be, I don't know, all I know is whatever settings I have works. Well, that's the thing, right? It's like, okay, I'm gonna have a little chat about this now. Let me switch over to the thingamabob. The thingamabob being the webcam. Do you see how great I am at describing things? But see, that's the thing, right? It's like, whatever settings you have for your stream, unless somebody else has the exact same setup that you do, in terms of tech and internet provider and like upload speeds and stuff like that, it's never going to work exactly the same. So the only really good thing you can do is like give them a general idea of what settings can work, or like for example, maybe like describe what setting does what. Like tell them, like, if your bitrate is this, it does that. Like, if you want this to happen, then... Now, there's certain things that you are applicable for everything. But, yeah, fiddle around, exactly. Oh, you made art for a video game that hasn't gotten made yet? Neat. It's funny how many people I know have done stuff like that. It's like, yeah, there was this thing that... Like, a friend of mine was going to do the art for a comic book at one point or another. Like, she was going to do the art and someone else was going to do the writing. But it kind of fell through because, I don't know, it's just whoever it was that was doing the writing really didn't really have an idea what they were doing, I guess? I don't know. It's just strange how these things work out. Yes, exactly. That's a good way to look at it, Quan. And the funny thing is even if you have a fairly crappy rig, there is some stuff you can still stream relatively easily. Ah, Desert Ninja. Okay, interesting. It's not good art? Well, I mean, any art is good art if you think about it. The whole point of it is, and this is something I have to try to wrap my head around too, is that I have a nasty habit of when I start making something, I lose faith in my ability to finish it and just stop halfway through. Because if I come across something that looks even the slightest bit odd, I'll think to myself as like, oh, it's ruined and I can't fix it. But maybe sometimes you're not supposed to fix it. Maybe what you have to do is take this fuck up that you did, that you were drawing or like, you know, illustrating or whatever if you were using a computer program, and then you move on from that and you say, okay, well, let's redo it. Let's take it, start from scratch. And if you keep making mistakes like that, eventually what's going to happen is you'll keep eliminating the mistakes that you've been making, and then you'll have a finished product that you're okay with. which is hilarious coming from me to be giving this advice because I don't follow my own advice. I, like, get aggravated with something I've been trying to draw and I put it away and I never get back to it. I need to fix that problem. What's that? If something is lagging, you can tell, but most of the time it doesn't make that much of a difference to you. Yeah, actually, if you're using OBS, especially, well, OBS Studio and Streamlabs OBS are the two that are, like, just the bare bones OBS is pretty good too, and it's been a long time since I've used it, but I think all three of these programs have a little bar down on the bottom, and it'll actually come up with a little warning telling you if you're dropping frames. Now, if you're dropping frames, like, only once every so often, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's just going to give your viewers a little hiccup in your stream, and that's about it. It's just going to be like a slight little bit of lag, doesn't really matter. It's like, you can power through it. Now, if you're dropping frames like every 5 minutes or something like that, then there's probably something wrong with either your setup, or it might not even be anything that you can control. There might just be a glitch in Twitch's system, and, like, the upload speeds might be fucked up. Like, it might have something to do with your internet service provider, like they're starting to have everything go wonky on them or whatever. Yeah, that's a pretty good thing to start with, just a regular, because back when I started, like when I first started streaming, all I did was I used, all I did starting off is I streamed nothing but Fallout 4 through my PS4, because the PS4 has a built-in streaming system. It's crappy, video quality is bad and stuff like that, but it's just like the direct thing. And then when I wanted to do what was, well, I at the time called it SNES Sunday, it was the precursor to Retro Sunday, and I did Super Castlevania and Soul Blazer. I managed to do it from my really crappy laptop just by shutting off everything but the bare bones essentials, and running an emulator and OBS, and it worked relatively fine, all things considered. So depending on what you're streaming, it's actually, you know, not that hard, even with a slightly substandard system. Oh, eventually you're going to get the setup needed to be able to stream GoldenEye. Now that's a good one. That's a good one. If you're using an N64 emulator, it takes a bit more juice, I've noticed. If you do have an N64 and can pick up a capture card, that actually lightens a bit of the load on your system, because you're not running a system on your system. So there's that. Anyway, so that's my little chat. Nope, that's the ripsaw. That's like you're a born oh god. Ignore the random YouTube videos that just started randomly playing for some stupid reason. This is the one. This is the one I needed to open. Yeah, see, that's the thing. With capture cards, the newer the system is, the easier it is for the capture card to handle it, and some are better than others, because I've got a Razer Ripsaw, it's called, and it's pretty good, but if it's an older system, it really doesn't like it that much, I've noticed, because even the PS3, I had to finagle it a little bit to try to get it to work, because it would not connect via an HDMI cable. It had to go with the, like the AV port that the old PlayStation 1 had. And then, of course, as I was saying earlier, my cat ate that, and I could not stream with that anymore. Which is funny, because it's not like the cable even really stopped working. It still worked, it's just the colors got fucked up. Everything had a green tint. I might be able to bypass that by just getting an HDMI adapter to use with an AV cable, like what came with the old PS1 I bought not too long ago, but we'll see. Online tutorials are your friend when it comes to this kind of thing. Oh hey Alterius! Welcome to the stream! Welcome back, welcome back! You just finished me having a rather lengthy tech talk with people. Not that I know 100% what I'm doing, I just muddle along as best I can. And right now, I'm mildly confused as to where the hell I'm supposed to be going. Because how do I get up there, exactly? Yeah, capture cards are great, but it all depends on what you want them for. The reason why I ended up picking up the Ripsaw is because it was on sale at a local store, and I was like, you know what, I'll get that. If I had my time back and if I had the money for it, I'd probably get an Elgato because they seem like they might be slightly better. But most of the Elgatos you can get are only good. I don't know if there's a separate Elgato you can get that's out of system like the Ripsaw is. But most of the Elgatos that I've seen go inside your computer into the motherboard like it's a video card, which you need to have like well, you need to have a desktop computer for one thing, a tower, and you've got to have the space and power requirements within your computer to get the damn thing to work. But it seems like it's more reliable than an out-of-system capture card, so I don't know. It's a trade-off, basically. Oh, I'm stupid. This is how I get up there. Well, I mean, that's how I get up there if I do it correctly. There we go. Spinny whip! Yeah, this capture card works pretty well, but I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Don't tell anyone. I'm not actually playing this on a Game Boy Advance. But this capture card is pretty good. Like, it works fairly well with the mini SNES I have and the PS4, and it works really well with the Switch, so... The only thing that I've noticed, and I think this is an issue with every capture card, because I've watched streams where people are using an Elgato, and they have the same issue, and what it is you get this weird, like, buzzing feedback noise when you first plug it in, and I have yet to figure out a definitive way to stop it from happening. It seems to me like the best thing you can do is just let it sit for a little while, maybe adjust your chords a little bit, and then it just stops after a while. It's weird. It's really weird. Yeah, that's the thing. You can get capture cards that could stream a handheld device. Like, I've seen... Yeah, there's a capture card plug thing you get for DSs. I'm not sure if Game Boy Advances can do the same thing, but apparently, and this is all dependent on how much risk you want to take, there are aftermarket add-ons you can get, but usually from what I know, they require you to actually ship your system to somebody where they install this thing inside it, and then they send it back to you. So, it's kind of iffy to me, if you want to actually do that or not. Oh god, I should probably heal myself or I'm gonna die. Because I know there were a lot of 3DS games specifically that I would like to stream, but I would need... Well, I'd either need a fairly potent emulator to do it, or, like, to send off my 3DS to get a capture card installed into it, and I don't know if I feel like doing that. I mean, pass-through game cartridge, that's probably something you could do too. Oh, thank God, save room. I know, something I haven't really looked into too much, because I've got so many other things I plan on streaming, it didn't really bother me too much if I couldn't do anything on the 3DS. How many experience points does this thing give me per step anyway? So we're at 2225. Okay, so it's just one, but it's not better. I mean, it's not bad, not better. You know what I mean. Gibberish, yes. Honestly, the difference is so negligible, I don't even know if I should be using this, but I mean, if I'm not using any other spells, and it doesn't look like this thing is using enough MP that I'm actually draining it, so I don't think I'm too concerned, honestly. Hello, Bernie lady! Have an axe. Might as well use these things while I have them. Push! I got a stylish suit! Oh god. That's the wrong thing. There we go. Ooh. Apparently wearing a stylish suit drains your intelligence like a son of a bitch. Go figure. Yeah, screw it. I want to be styling. The variety of conversation has been dizzying to think of, and yet it always moves smoothly from one topic to the other. I don't know. I have a tendency to ramble about strange and odd things, so I know it's funny seeing how we went from talking about an immortal man to you know, random stream stuff. Okay, I saved it not too long ago. I don't know what boss this is gonna be, so... Oh, wait, I can use this to, access new areas now, this setup. I can there's certain enemies that I can petrify and climb now. I should check in on that after I'm done with this fight. I don't know who the hell this is. Well, that does nothing. How about the Whip of Thorns? Let's try that. Well, it's better. Oh, he damages me even if I'm just standing on the... Oh, and he heals himself. That sucks. Yeah, no, it's been quite varied, hasn't it? I mean, most of the time I figure I talk nothing but gibberish, but... Okay, so that does 15. What about this? $17. I think the Thorn Whip might have been the most damaging. So let's go back to that. Actually, no. The extra damage was the most damaging. Surprise, surprise. Stop healing yourself! I don't like this. I don't like you, Golem Man. I really need to learn to get out of the way when he does that. stop healing yourself? Only I may be able to do that, and I can't do it very well. I'm half afraid I'm not doing enough damage to cause this guy any irreparable harm. Well, never mind, I did enough damage to kill him, and level up twice. Oh, it's huge bald one. You! Are you alright? What are you doing here? Are you trying to take my glory? What? What are you talking about? I just want to save Master. You're in the way. I will defeat Dracula myself, and then... You? And then he runs away. Kick boots! Jump against walls for extra height. Push forward, special move button to execute. Huge bald one. Is that better than humongous? Perhaps, perhaps. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the special move button is the R button, yes. Well, I can access all kinds of new places now. So let's go back exploring again, I guess. Oh shit, son, I do a lot more damage. Nah. Stick with my best friggin' axe. See, the thing I love about this mug is like it's basically a bucket of coffee, but it gets real cold after a while. It's a good thing I actually don't mind cold coffee. Okay, so I think that area over there is a spot that I'll be able to do the wall jump thing on. So let's go check that out first. So speaking of humongous, I suppose he could be the humongous. Although he's wearing far too much clothing to be the humongous. I wish I could remember everything every title they gave Lord Humongous or the Humongous. But the only one I can remember is the Ayatollah of Rock'n'Rolla. I think they call him Ruler of the Wastes at one point too. The Humongous! Christ, I haven't seen Road Warrior in so long. Gotta watch that again sometime. Leap! Then get shot with an arrow. Oh, wrong way. Smash! Crap. I did not mean to fall so low. When the double jump does not work. Leap! Hyenas. In the other games, these guys are skeletons. Oh boy, werewolf. Ow! Oh no, werewolf! Oh yeah, you can get a Game Boy Advance and GameCube adapter. Yes, yes, that's actually not a bad idea. Now I just need to get my hands on my GameCube again. Meat! So here's the eternal question, right? That hunch of meat I just picked up, was it werewolf meat, or was it meat that the werewolf was carrying? Did I steal its lunch, or did I make it lunch? There's the question. Oh god. Ah yes, the eternal question, you mean, is a hot dog a sandwich? Oh god, are we gonna get into that? By that rationale, is a hamburger a sandwich? I mean, technically it's a sandwich, I guess. Seeing as how I was talking about Fallout 4 earlier, there's this one random encounter you can... Well, hamburger's definitely a sandwich, yes, we know this. But there's this one random encounter you can come across in Fallout 4, and it has no bearing whatsoever on anything, but you find a couple of guys around a campfire in the middle of the wilderness, and they get into an argument over what constitutes a sandwich. Because, like, one of the guys made the other a sandwich out of, hello, stank trolls, yes. Whomever's meat it is, you officially have had their meat in your hands. I suppose if you want to look at it that way. That's not necessarily wrong. I mean, maybe some people are into werewolves, you never know. But, yeah, anyway, the conversation these two guys have is like one of them makes the other guy a sandwich using mirelurk meat, like, you know, the weird mutated giant killy crab things. And the other guy argues with him, is like, that's not a sandwich. He's like, what the hell are you talking about? It's like, well, of course it's a sandwich. Anything between two slices of bread is a sandwich. And the other guy is like, but by that logic, then a loaf of bread is, what, a bread sandwich? And the other guy's, yeah, it's a bread sandwich. So there you go. Is a loaf of bread a bread sandwich? Honestly, I am of the mind that if it's between two slices of bread, it's probably a sandwich. And a hot dog bun is really nothing but just another form of bread, so yeah, I can see a hot dog being a sandwich. Yeah, there you go, Quan. You can add that to the list of bizarre topics. Is a hot dog a sandwich? What constitutes a sandwich? If you have eaten 3 slices of bread on top of each other, you've definitely eaten a bread sandwich. You raise a good point. I get the distinct feeling that I can't get up there. The only way I can, I suppose, is if those gargoyles show up and I petrify them, but they don't appear to be spawning anymore. So they only spawn when I'm over here. So do I, like, hit one through the wall, maybe? Or do I have to be real quick about it? Now, let's give it a shot. Yes, a loaf of bread is a sandwich inside of a sandwich, inside of a sandwich, inside of a sandwich, inside of a sandwich. Sandwichception. What, you never just sat down and ate a loaf of bread before? I have. Sometimes you just want loads of carbs. Okay. Let's go. Damn. You know what? I don't know if I want to spend too much time friggin' around with this. If the gargoyles spawned in here, that'd be different, but I'll deal with that later. If it's based on use, a loaf of bread is not a sandwich unless you eat it in that configuration. See, that adds a whole different layer of philosophy on this one. It's like, do you have to be purposefully making it in sandwich form? And of course, if it's like, if it's like you said, like 3 slices of bread, right? With 1 slice in the middle, that's typically how they make club sandwiches. So are you, in reality, just eating a club sandwich? Hold the, turkey, the tomato, the mayo, the bacon. You're eating a plain club sandwich, which is just 3 slices of bread. So does that constitute as a club sandwich? I like that I've gained enough power that I can just kick axe armors to death. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yes, why is a stool, a stump, and a beanbag all a chair? Well, see, now you're entering another realm of philosophy. It's like, what constitutes a chair? You could argue that a chair is anything you can sit on, which means practically everything is a chair. What madness is this? It is! Yes, everything is a chair. And that's why a hot dog is a sandwich, but a loaf of bread is not. I'm glad to see we managed to come to that conclusion. Alright, let's see if I can pull this off with any bit of civility. Oh shit, no! Damn. Well, that's like if somebody gives you a piggyback ride. Are they a chair or are they a horse? Well, I suppose horse would be a bit too direct, wouldn't it? Shit. Now, who wants to get into a discussion of the Ship of Theseus problem? Oh man, now we're getting real. We're really getting into it now, aren't we? Safe, kind of. But why? Oh, this is easily one of your favorite 2D Castlevanias. You'll even be blasphemous enough to say it's your favorite even over Symphony of the Night. Oh, don't let Igarashi hear you say that. He made this basically not canon for the longest while. But no, it is a really good game. It's got its problems, don't get me wrong. I did not mean to kill that thing. But yeah, it's got its problems, don't get me wrong, but overall it's like it was a really solid entry after Symphony of the Night. And it's still got the feel of Castlevania. If anything, it's got more of a feel of the original Castlevanias than Symphony of the Night does. Shit. yeah, that problem. A ship is made up of pieces of wood. If you remove an old piece of wood and put a new one in, is it a new ship? And if you take the old pieces off and build another ship, is that a new ship, or is the original ship in another location? See, the way I've always looked at that particular problem, right, is that it's the spirit of the thing. Like, even if you've replaced all the pieces of the ship, if it's still, say, used by the same crew, or still has the same history that the other ship had, and still bears the same name, I would argue that it would be basically the same ship. You know, like if, you know, you're rebuilding a vehicle and eventually what ends up happening, if you go all Johnny Cash with it one piece at a time, what ends up happening is, like, you know, you take all the old bits out of the car, put a bunch of new bits in, and then by the time you're finished, it's basically a new car, but you've been focusing on building the same thing, so maybe it's the same. I don't know. This is my gibberish way of saying I believe it's the same ship. Ah, damn you! This is just kind of reminding me of the horrid form of platforming that you had to do in Super Metroid that was similar to this. Ah! I'm so close. I screwed that up. I'm beginning to dislike this. I should have jumped up on that ledge. The first case is an old ship made of new wood, and the second case is a new ship of old wood. Yeah, that's another good way to look at it. Like, if it's, you know, if you're thinking about yourself as a person, like, for the most part, every bit of your body ends up renewing itself after a while. So if you're missing most of the cells that made you ages past, then are you the same person? Then, well, you know, you kind of are, right? So... I feel like I'm going to lose patience with this pretty soon, and then move on. Shit. No! God damn! Damn you brain things! What even are you, anyway? It's like those weird floating eye enemies in... shit. All the other games. Okay, now I'm just not doing it well enough anyway. I suppose I should consider myself lucky that these things just don't simply die after a while. Come on. Ah! Well, at least I fell down here. You know what? I think I'm going to pass on that for right now. Let's move on, shall we? I don't know what's up there. It's probably another stat boost or something. Oh, your connection's going to crap? Shame. But yeah, that's the thing, is like, you know, you are whatever you experience is probably the best way to look at it, the way you're saying it right there, right? So the experiences that you personally have gone through makes you, not whatever cells happen to make up your body. That's like, you know, if you wanted a real extreme example of this and you turned into like a cyborg or something, if you still had your consciousness, I guess it's still you. Except then you'd have a super cool cyborg body. Honestly, considering how badly my joints are becoming now as I'm getting older, that seems like a pretty good... that seems like it'd be a pretty sweet deal. And I can just hook myself directly into the computer and I can stream anything whenever I want. Then I wouldn't have to basically hammer away at this thing like a caveman with a club to get it to work. Or maybe it'd be worse. Hard to say. Smash! You only think that until you've actually worked on pneumatic and hydraulic parts in real life. Suppose that's a good point. I have no experience with this kind of thing. Slide! Yeah, we go up. Yes. I am going to wear such a large hole in the ass of my pants. Slide. Oh, that over there is pretty similar to the other shit I've had to deal with, isn't it? Okay, let's go investigate, shall we? Fleeman! Arm guard! I think I've already got one of those, don't I? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It's all good, it's all good. Okay, yeah, I wasn't able to get up here before. Look at me, I'm Samus. Oh god! Skeleton athlete. How can you run so fast? You have no, like, ligaments. Received a Griffin card. What do you do? Well, see, that's a good point. You know, an organic body basically self-repairs itself all the time. What the hell is this? That's an interesting maneuver you have there. So what's the game's description for that absurdity? Oh, it's a wind whip. Continuous attack will occur while attack is held. Cool. Well, that gives me a beautiful glowing green orb, but... Oh, that probably reflects damage. That's what that is. Actually, no, it increases intelligence. Okay. I mean, you raise a good point about that, too. About the grain of sand thing. Let's change over to the experience thing again. I mean, if you think about it, we're all like really, really low-key, crappy versions of Wolverine. We can repair most any damage, just not to the extent of Wolverine, or as quickly. back to the one story that I keep telling on stream. A couple years ago, I cut off a piece of my thumb, and then it regrew, so I mean... Yes, think twice before replacing bits. Like, when I cut off that piece of my thumb a couple of years ago, I was positive that I was going to have, like, a dent in my thumb after it healed over again, but when it did, it just kind of grew back, so, you know. You're gonna eat your sandwiches? Hot dogs? Yeah, I think maybe the best way to look at that, the hot dog thing, because we're going back to the hot dog thing, is that a hot dog is just a sandwich that has a very specific name. But I remember when I was a kid, that when, like, we didn't have any hot dog buns and we used hamburger buns instead, just, you know, cut the hot dog, cut the wieners up so that they'd actually fit in the hamburger bun, we would call them hot dog sandwiches. Which, by this rationale, is pretty redundant now, isn't it? Where am I going? Ooh, I think I can wall jump in a couple of places here. Let's head to that place. That place up there above that save room. See where that leads me. I feel like that's something everybody has done at some point or another. You know, you don't have any hot dog buns, so you just use a hamburger bun instead. Less frequent, but still something I have done, is the opposite. You don't have any, you don't have any hamburger buns, so you just use a hot dog bun for your hamburger. Did that guy just drop? Whatever, it's probably nothing important. Save the game. Oh yeah, that's right, that just leads there, so that's nowhere. Yeah, let's go into the waypoint area and head back over that way. Or maybe I'll just get electrocuted, that's cool too. Maybe I'll just get electrocuted again, that's cool too! The most electrifying skeleton in Dracula's castle. Although I keep forgetting this isn't actually Dracula's castle, it's Carmilla's. Well, Camilla, but I think that's a translation error. Okay, let's see. There's a couple areas I missed over that way. Let's go over there. Yes. Slide! Yeah, that's the other thing, too, that is in the Castlevania animated show. That, it's a character that's in the series, but she's very different, and that is Carmilla herself. Because Carmilla is typically taken as being an ardent supporter of Dracula, like she raises him back from the dead at the beginning of this game. In Castlevania, the animated series, not quite. She's very much, prone to her own schemes. Oh yeah, this leads out to where that axe armor dude was. Is there any way I can get up further from there? The floor is filthy, I must shine it with my behind. this is where I got the cross. Perfect. Now I feel like I'm gonna need something else, or I'm gonna have to, come at that from above somewhere, somehow. But I couldn't just kick that zombie's head off as it was coming up through the floor. That's a shame, that is. Damn shame. Alley-oop! Yeah, I need to go up one more. I like how the Clinking Man's attack is basically he just gives up on life and falls on top of you. It's like a... when you want to kill the vampire hunter, but you want to do it in the most lazy and least effective way possible. Smash! I love how much I just don't seem to care about my own well-being. I've allowed myself to get hit so many times. Hey, that's new. At least I think it is. Bronze armor. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Let's take that. I will be stylish no more. Instead, I will remain practical. Crap. Oh yeah, I came down here at the beginning of the stream, didn't I? And that leads that way. Oh well, I remember exactly where I need to go now, because I can get down there. And there, I think. Using this new jumping ability that I have. Although maybe also a spot up there. Yeah, let's go check those places out too while I'm out. I love how the Metroidvania Castlevania games are all about, hey, you got this new ability, let's see if you can remember where you can use this new ability. Want to slog your way through half the castle again? 5 or 6 times? Sure. Boo. Up and to the right. Although I should probably go over and save it. I don't want to get slaughtered and have to do this all over again. And away we go. Slide! I gotta say though, despite the fact that Nathan Graves here is somebody who's not even really considered fully canon anymore, he's pretty badass if you think about it. Because, I mean, he does all this stuff and he's not even a Belmont. I don't even think he's got the vampire killer, he just has some random whip. I mean, he's just going around slaughtering monsters like it's going out of style. Crap. And there's really nothing special about him. Not really. He's just damn good at what he does. Shit. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Alright. Should've known better. Okay, over there. Yeah, kinda. I think it's over here. Down here, and over this way. Yep. That's exactly what I need. Hello, fellas. Been a while since I've seen any of you guys. Oh, they're also tougher than I thought they were. Apparently I ended up in that guy's blind spot. No, I don't want you, timepiece. Okay, up and to the left, yeah. And when I say up, I mean to the next screen. Yes, I had to double check that. Oh, no you don't, Bernie lady. I will not be on fire for you today, baby. Ouch. That's nothing like a little arrow to the eye. We're fine. It's good. No, not jump, slide. No, not dagger, cross. Why did the skeleton boomerangs get cool capes? Why don't the other ones warrant cool capes? The other skeletons aren't stylish enough, I guess. I mean, I'm doing really well in finding, like, hidden crap, but I haven't actually gone anywhere new yet, so it must be down on the bottom there. Either at the absolute bottom left or the bottom right. So yeah, let's check that out, I guess. I mean, I wish I could have gotten either the stuff that's there or there, involving the stone whip, but I do not have the patience for that right now. We'll have to try that later. Well, let's head back to the old stomping grounds in the bottom of the castle. Quickest way to do that would be to go back to the throne room, I think. So let's dive all the way back down. Parkour my ass all over all of these monsters. Away we go. Oh no, it's not a clinking man, this is Zombie Thief. Screw it. Just run for them all. One thing I noticed even when I was a kid, though, well, I say kid, I wasn't exactly a kid when this game came out. I was just kinda entering my teens, I guess, so yeah, still a kid. Is that I love the sound the whip makes when it connects. Of course, now I say this and I won't be able to find a monster to hit with it. Whee! And there go my legs. Yeah, the sound design in this game is pretty good because it's just that meaty sound. Push! Push! Oh, well, I mean, that still damaged me, but you know. Yeah, so let's go to the bottom left first, Although I want to double check that there's nothing in here right now that involves whatever ability allows me to push. I have not gained the ability to push things yet. Ow. Should probably save it now, just in case. Because you never know. I might get eviscerated by something around the next corner. Fleeman! Oh, gee, thanks for the help. You need the double jump to get up there, so I wonder if you, like, jumped at the right time too early before you even got the double jump, and that exact thing just happened, like, the knockback caused you to go flying over there, could you basically cheese your way up here before you could get up here? Ow. So you have to worry about getting knocked back down again like that. Oh shit, it's more of these guys. Ugh, alright. Well, let's see if we can do it a bit better down here. How would you assholes like to be trod upon? Well, that was a bit easier at least. Nice. I still don't know what that one there is. It seems like a crevice that you can slide through. So there must be a way to get there, probably from to the left of the waypoint room, maybe. Rain float! The worst kind of root beer float. Although maybe the best kind if you're a zombie, who knows. I should probably switch back over to my experience gaining thing. And away we go! Hello, Earth Demon. Remember when you were one of the toughest things I fought? Yeah, well, that's not the case anymore now, is it? You have gone down in my regard and estimation, my friend. I love how full bore Nathan goes into his running. Just arms and legs akimbo the whole time. If this whole vampire slaying business doesn't work out, he can be a track and field star. Although I feel like the ability to double jump might be cheating when it comes to like the long jump competition. I did get that thing down there already, right? Pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, we're good. We're golden, sure, we're golden. Hey, fellas. Deep! 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 This is probably one of the most bitchin' tunes in this game, and it's the very first one you hear. Oh, so this just leads to another one of these things. Okay. Well, this is not the way I have to go again, then. I'm not complaining for increased power, mind you, but we'll just have to see where it is I need to go. Although I'm coming pretty close to the end of my stream time, I think. Just let me check something. Yeah, pretty close. I've still got a little bit of time left. Hopefully we'll be able to use this to figure out where the hell I need to go next. Ah, that center shaft there. Maybe there. Let's try that. Back this way! I know this is something that's commented upon a lot, but I like how it seems like Dracula... Yes, always try the center shafts, yes. Indeed. Speaking of hot dogs, wait. Anyway, like I was saying, I know this is a thing that gets commented upon a lot, but it still fascinates me how Dracula and other vampires of his ilk, or just any video game villain really, they just like seed their lairs with the means to their own demise. Like look at all the useful items and holy weapons that are in this place. And that's not even getting started on the friggin' fully cooked roasts of meat you can find in the walls. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I'm going the right way. Oh, actually, fun thing, seeing as I was talking about the TV show earlier. There's a freeze frame bonus when the main characters actually fight Dracula near the end of the second season. And it's hilarious. I didn't catch it myself, but I was told about it after the fact. But when they're fighting Dracula, at one point a wall gets destroyed, and if you pause at just the right moment, you can actually see just like this hunch of roast meat inside the wall, which is a hilarious hilarious reference. It's great. Who designs the dungeons is answered by one of your favorite board games, Dungeon Lords. Dungeon Lords. I haven't heard of that one, I don't think. There is a card game where you play as basically this boss monster building dungeons, but it's not that. I can't remember what that one is called. I think that's called like Mini Boss or something. But yeah, Dungeon Lords is one I'm not familiar with. Although I'm always down for a good dungeon building game. If I remember correctly, I might not actually be able to get up here yet. Hey, you build dungeons and try to lure adventurers in, then you put monsters in your rooms and try to stop them. Okay, that's kind of like this card game I'm talking about, but it's probably a little bit different. Oh crap. Because there's like treasure cards, trap cards, and monster cards. And the whole thing is you're supposed to try to lure adventurers in, like that game, and you need to kill them, and depending on what room they die in, you get a specific number of points, depending on, you know. I'm gonna look it up. I feel like it's called, like, Mini Boss or something like that? I can't recall. Let's see, Mini Boss... card game? Oh, it's called Boss Monster. That's what it is. Yes, Boss Monster, that's it. It's pretty fun. It's a game that you can get into pretty quick. but like only the way the game works is that certain adventurers will only go in for certain things, so it tells you on your card how much draw it has for a certain adventurer. Yeah, I'd say Dungeon Lords is more of like a... I guess Dungeon Lords must be more of like a straight up full board game campaign kind of thing. Whereas Boss Monster seems to me like the more quick and dirty version. Yes. Nothing wrong with quick and dirty with the center shaft. Well, apparently the trip to the center shaft was rather quick and dirty because there's nothing there for me to get to. Oh dear. This conversation has taken a weird turn. So what's over this way? Oh yeah, the Iron Maiden that I can't do anything with. Oh wait, this is a place I can get to. Probably just another, item boost, but cool with that too, I guess. I'd sooner be able to find where I need to go next, but... Oh wait, no! Yes! Ah, the Eternal Corridor. Oh yeah, Gorgon. Which is funny, I always assumed the Gorgon was a snake lady, not a giant bull. Rather bitchin' tune too, actually. I like how these ectoplasm enemies are put here just to be annoying enough to frig you up when you fight the Gorgons. Castlevania games are a real fucker when it comes to that kind of thing. Ow. The classic, of course, being, hey, here's a really difficult platforming section. You know what you need? Medusa heads. Oh, I didn't realize these things couldn't turn around. Oh, no, they can. Never mind. Never mind. Skeleton! Oh, you're new. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, well, maybe that's not as bad as I thought. Oh, that is. Excuse me while I die. Excuse me while I hurl myself at the demon. You know, I could probably just whip those things and they'll be destroyed, right? Yeah. Go away. Did a lot of unnecessary damage that time. Kick! Yeah, I probably don't even need to destroy these candles anymore. Yes, I figured that one out a little bit too late. It's a bear! It's a werebear. Werebear, there a bear. Mega Man Legends is actually a game I've never played. It looked like it was a lot of fun, but we never got it. Like, I don't think we were even ever able to rent it, so... And the friend of mine I was talking about earlier who played all the Mega Man games, I don't even think he played that one that much, though I'm positive he played it for at least a little bit. Ouch. Might as well make use of this. Oh, I like how this thing is a beast demon. Beast demon seems like a very, redundant name, you know? It's a beast! It's a demon! It's a beast demon! I have heard a lot of good things about Mega Man Legends, though, so that might be a... Evil Hand. And that might be a game I might have to do one Retro Sunday, too. And unlike a lot of the games I've done for Retro Sunday, that'll be entirely new to me. Oh, it's this guy again. Oh, that's not good. Oh, it actually came out before Ocarina of Time? Huh, I never knew that. I'm afraid of this guy now. Unless like Ocarina of Time is one I feel like I should do on stream sometime too, but I feel like that's a game everybody has done, so... That's why I like to stick to ones that I remember playing when I was younger, but don't get a lot of play anymore, like this one. Of course, I say that, and the last thing I streamed for Retro Sunday was Super Mario RPG, but that game was just so good, though. 2 years prior, huh, I never knew that. Fancy that, eh? Oh god, this thing. Away with thee, stony bull! I like how its only attack is to stroll menacingly and petrify you. Ah, shit. I should really use my sub-weapons more. All the side quests are in the, you can't access this area until you find the item in that dungeon vein, eh? That sounds like a very Legend of Zelda thing to do. I feel like I'm coming close to a save point, but I really don't want to die. I feel like I'm wasting my potions, but... I just need to get more good. All the dungeons connect together into one giant maze? That sounds like it'd be horribly, needlessly confusing. Chapel Tower! What is it with vampires and their need to have holy areas? Makes no sense. Seems very counterintuitive. Oh hey! Waypoint. Oh, okay, well that actually sounds a bit more, user-friendly then. It doesn't sound as horrific as I would have thought. I was wondering how close I was to a level up. There we are. Ah, yes. The weird flexing raven images inside the walls. You gotta love it when a game allows you to glitch and just get to everything early. Underground waterway. Cool. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Cool, slightly upgraded zombie. Yeah, speaking of games that don't really get a lot of play anymore, a game that a lot of people really didn't like, but I seem to really enjoy, was speaking of Castlevania, in the Castlevania kick, Castlevania 64. I don't know, I just felt like it had a really good mood. Ow. So that might be one I do sometime on stream too. I've got a lot of games queued up for Retro Sunday. Ah, okay, so it doesn't allow you to do everything and actually kind of screws things up a little bit, eh? I mean, you know how glitches do. I need to check the time here. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to stop streaming now in a minute because I've got something else I need to do later on today, and I've only got like an hour or so to get something to eat before then, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the waypoint and see if we can find ourselves a save room. Say the one in the center there looks like the best one to go to, so let's do that. That's not the one in the center. Let's go here. I feel like if I try to explore unexplored territory a bit more, then I'm probably going to die. And I'm going to lose a hell of a lot of progress if I do that right now, so let's not, let's just not. He says as he runs headlong into a lightning bolt. There we go, that's better. Oh no, down. This way. Yes! No! No! Too far! Too far, Nathan! Nathan. Okay. Alright, so that's saved. Just let me switch on over to the webcam. Alright. So, just let me have a little drink here. Alright, now there's something I actually want to check before I stop streaming. Just let me open up a thingamabob here. Let's go into Twitch. And let's check this thing too while I'm out. Okay, let's see. You see, there's a... Aha, there we go. See, there's a charity stream going on this entire week, I think. And what it is, it's this Canadian charity called Gamers vs. MS, and basically it's, you know, just a pile of streamers got together, and they're just doing this stream relay throughout the course of the week, and it's all to raise money for multiple sclerosis, basically. It's just, you know, it's just towards the research for figuring this thing out. Oh, the drawing behind me? That's actually my girlfriend's sister drew that. And then they just happened to put it up on the wall while I was out of town, and I mean, that's where she stayed for now. Eventually I need to get another bookcase, and then, you know, that's probably going to have to move, because that's where the bookcase is going to go, but for now I'm like, it's an interesting thing to put behind me while I'm streaming, right? I know, I'm actually kind of jealous, because I'm not used to drawing things really big myself, and, There's a couple of little things that are a bit off about that, but overall, I mean, for a drawing of that size, that's really damn good, so it's, yeah. I'm kind of jealous, let's be honest. Anyway, like I was saying, there is a charity stream going on right now, and I know I don't have a whole pile of people in my chat, but you know what? There are a lot of things, right? There's a lot of functionalities with Twitch that I am not at all aware of and how they work. One of them is raids. And I feel like even with my relatively small viewer base, I'd like to maybe shunt you fine folks elsewhere to, like, experience other people. So, let's see if I can figure out how the hell this works, okay? And hey, if you feel like donating a couple of bucks, I realize times are tight for people now, but if you feel like donating a couple of bucks to a good cause, go right ahead. So, I'm going to see how this is going to work, and okay, just in case this fucks everything up, and, like, everything goes to hell, I'm going to say right now, thank you very much for stopping by, if you did indeed do so, like you, Quan, I know Alterius was here earlier, and Garogi, and Rolls was here, and there was another one, oh god, what was this person's name? Stankthralls, the lovely, lovely Stankthralls. Thank you all for stopping by to watch, and hopefully you fine folks will join me next time, which will be probably Tuesday, and that's when I'll carry on with some more Red Dead. So, until then, however, I wish you a farewell and a goodbye, and hope you have a great day, and I am going to toss you folks over to, I think it's a streamer called Hive Queen, who is carrying on with the Gamers vs. MS Relay. So hey, I'm gonna send you on over there, and maybe hang out a little bit myself, and yeah, I'll see you folks when I stream again, yes. Let's see if this works. How do you Twitch? How does Twitch? Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna shunt you fine folks over to Hive Queen. I'll see you later.